Hi and good morning. Welcome. Today we're going to do some weight training. We're going to do some 10-pound dumbbells and 15-pound dumbbells on our upper body, and just very easy, probably 3 reps of 6. So this is definitely very accessible for beginners. Unfortunately, a lot of people struggle with losing weight, and a big part of that problem is that they don't have enough muscle tissue. So if you don't have that muscle and you try to lose weight, you can actually get really kind of sick and have metabolic imbalances. You're basically starving yourself. When you put on muscle, you're going more anabolic, meaning you're adding tissue. So you're actually probably going to be in a little bit of a calorie surplus. And that's extremely healthy, and that's why there's a lot of confusion, and a lot of people, especially women, struggle to lose weight by just dropping the calories, which yes is critical to weight loss, without putting on the muscle tissue first. So if you have very little to none, this is a great entrance point. Or if you're already on the very lean side and you just want to maintain, this program is ideal for you. So let's first warm up. Warming up is very important. I took a 15-minute walk, and now we're just going to kind of rotate our elbow 6 times inward and then 6 times outward. We're going to do this on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and repeat in the opposite direction. Skipping this step is very dangerous, and if you get injured, you're not going to be able to continue weight training for a little while, and then your plans are on hold. So FYI. Right, so now let's interlace your fingers and put your arms as far back behind your head as you can for 6 seconds. 4, 5, 6. And then the same motion, but we're going to add our neck and our head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really great. Okay, so come down on the mat, and we're going to do some shoulder opening exercises. You can grab the back of a chair and try to touch your face to the mat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Okay, so then we're going to put our right arm up, bend it, and then pull that elbow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat for 6 seconds on the other side. 4, 5, 6. All right, great. Okay, so now some basic just arm elevations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, you may hear a little clicking, or crepitus is the medical term, and do not be nervous about that unless it is painful. If anything here hurts you, you want to pull back and start with something simpler. So this shouldn't cause pain, but you should feel a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so now we're going to get onto your knees, place your head on your mat, and just roll your head back and forth. 4. Okay, now we're going to interlace your fingers behind your back and add your arms to this. All right, great. So a few more. These are very basic. and necessary. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we are ready to start our workout. Let's choose now, depending on your level. I have 15 pounds here and I have 10 pounds. So for some of the exercises, I use the 10-pound dumbbells, and for some I use the 15 because I know what areas I'm stronger in. Be very careful. You can see I'm barefoot, so you don't want to ever have the weight in a position above your feet if you don't have sneakers on, okay? Because you can get very, very hurt, even with sneakers on. So be very aware when you're lifting heavier weights or any weights at all, you don't want to have any skin structures or tissue under the weight ever, okay? All right. So let's start off. This is the 15. We're going to do our triceps. So with your arms bent at the elbow, you're just lifting the weight upwards and downwards. 4, 5. This is very easy for me. I can even probably do that with 25. Between each set of 6, you want to take about 10 seconds to just recoup. All right, so I have the 15s, and I'm going to try to do some bicep curls. 1, 2. Sometimes I'm not able to do that and I have to bump it down to the 10s. So don't feel discouraged even if you have to go down to 8s or 5s. Again, this is very beginner level, entry level, or maintenance level if you're leaning out. So when you're on a cut, this is actually a relevant kind of a workout. Because if you're not, eating a lot of calories and you're trying to lean out, this will help you to maintain, because you don't want to lose muscle when you're cutting. All right, so now we're going to do a compound movement. Just like you're doing a curl, then you're going to go all the way up. So add a little bit of stress on your shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, great. All right, so we'll take our 10 seconds. Or you can use, so with a stool, I'm going to use this stool here to activate my tricep. I'm going to put my weight on my left elbow and then basically lift to your underarm. Good. Okay. All right, it's a lot easier to get the proper form with a bench, but that's for another video. Bench workout. 1, So again, with a stool, if you don't have a bench, you're going to put your mid back. This move is also excellent to stretch out your shoulders if you're interested in doing more advanced yoga poses. All right, so one more move and then we are done for the day with our upper body weight training. So I was able to get through the whole workout with the 15. Again, if I'm really tired, sometimes I use the 10s. 1, 2, and 6. Okay, so now shoulder shrugs. You're going to grab your 15-pound dumbbells and simply shrug 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so for our cool down, we're just going to do a quick shavasana, which is a yoga cool down. I'm going to take another 15-minute walk on my walking pad. All right, so I'm just going to lay in shavasana for a few minutes. This is a yoga cool down.